Os Real Estate editaram em outubro o segundo disco. Days foi o mote para o regresso da banda a Portugal e à ZDB. Nós falámos com Martin Courtney e Alex Blicker. What's it like for you guys being here in Lisbon?
It's really nice. We've been here before, and it's great. It's a beautiful city.
This might be my favorite place to play in the world so far that I've experienced, honestly. Wow. Not exactly like this very place that we're in right now.
Why is that?
The ZDB is just like an amazing club. They treat you so well. The apartment here is so great, and you can stay here, and like all the people are super nice, and I love like the way that the arts are sort of really respected and cultivated, and it's not just music. There's like this visual art aspect that's happening. It's a beautiful building. It's a beautiful neighborhood. Everybody that works here is great. We've had a good show here last time. It seems like it's going to be a good show tonight. I mean, it's just like everything comes together in this like perfect way here. They really know how to do it, I think.
The last time we played here, it was the end of our tour, so we got to stay, like we basically stayed for the weekend, and like, you know, before we went home, and we got to walk around and like see the city a little bit, and it's really beautiful. Yeah.
You guys did Primavera 2 years ago. Are you guys going to go this year? Is there any plans
I don't know if we can officially break that news, but I think it is highly likely that it's very possible that we'll be doing Primavera Sound in Barcelona this year. Yeah, awesome. I heard about the Portugal festival, and I just heard about that tonight, and that sounds really cool too.
About the new album, how are these days, and is any of them sunny?
What, like Sunny Day Real Estate? Was that what you're
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that what you're trying to get at? Yeah. We've had a lot of people who are like, I think, fans of that band, like from back in the day, they're like mad at us for calling our band Real Estate, or maybe people who don't like Sunny Day Real Estate will hear about Real Estate and be like, just assume that we are like that music or sound like them or something, and then they'll listen to us and be like, oh, they're not like that at all or whatever. But like it's definitely a thing for us. And then we realized, we named our record Days, and then we realized like a month later we were like, oh yeah, like Sunny Day Real Estate, yeah. Like,
I wonder if they ever hear about us in interviews or something too. You just at some point got to notice, because people like say things on Twitter or something like that. I never really listened to them, but it's sort of funny that we're linked in this way, because I mean obviously we do have a similar name, but I think the Sunny Day really adds something different than just Real Estate.
there's another band called A Sunny Day in Glasgow. So one of these days we're going to play a show, and it's going to be A Sunny Day in Glasgow, Real Estate, and Sunny Day Real Estate. You know?
That'd be awesome. But fans being mad at you seems... I guess.
It would be awesome on a poster. It would look funny.
Fans being mad at you seems a little too much, you know?
I don't think it's actual anger. It's like internet, like comment thread.
Oh.
Like I'm just gonna say something angry for no reason. You know, I actually don't care at all. Like I don't think people are actually. Nobody could possibly actually be angry about that.
I need to vent.
Yes.
Would you guys agree that the new album sounds tighter than the self-titled?
I mean, it sounds more hi-fi. It's like like technically better recording.
I think it's definitely tighter too, though, just because maybe we played together longer or something. I mean, the first record definitely has some, stuff on there that I wouldn't consider tight.
How do you guys think that affects what you're trying to convey?
When we made the first record, a lot of those songs, we hadn't ever even played the song live before. It was like, we made that recording and then learned the song as a band and then use the recording on the record. That's where the difference comes in. And on the new record, we played all of those songs live, at shows and stuff, or even just practiced them as a band before we recorded them. In that way, it seems tighter.
A lot of people, when we play our first record live, and there was only the first record, they'd be really surprised by how it sounded, because we were much tighter live than we are on that record, and louder, and I think maybe more energetic. People would be like, wow, it's really a different thing live, and I think there's less of that now. People are sort of expecting the show that they're getting, which is cool both ways.
If one is to look up stuff online with you guys, almost all of the interviews have a mention to the house parties thing, which you guys enjoy and did 2 years ago. If there were a chance to do a European tour of house parties, would you do that?
I don't know. It's hard to organize something like that, but the thing with us is we used to do that because we used to book our own shows and book our own tours and stuff. So our first tour was all house parties, and it was super fun. And in New York, a lot of the quote unquote venues are someone's house or something that it basically could be a house party because it's DIY or whatever. We are open to the idea of it. It's harder now, I think, because we've got a booking agent. I think we all really like playing house parties and because it's or just playing more kind of intimate non official venues or something, because there's just a different feel to it. Sometimes playing out of a really shitty PA can make things sound really good for some reason.
Do you guys think it would be a good idea in terms of booking? I mean, it's hard to execute, but
I think it would probably be a bad idea, actually, in terms of financial reasons or something. But I would be into doing that as almost a vacation or something. Let's go play some really fun shows and yeah.
Martin, you've done some work with Titus Andronicus, but online seems that sometimes it isn't, referenced a lot.
I think that whole thing's a little misinterpreted. I did play a show with Titus Andronicus once on keyboards, but we're just friends with those guys. I used to play in a band with Patrick from Titus Andronicus in high school. It was the first band that I wrote music for and stuff. Yeah, we're good friends from a long time ago, but I was never a member of Titus Andronicus. It's just kind of maybe I'm one of the 50 people who was at one point in that band for a second, but we're definitely friends with all those people for sure.
And because I was asking just to clear up precisely because it seemed to be
clear the air. No, I was never in Titus Andronicus. I've tried to do this so many times and it still gets around.
What about you, Alex? Were you ever in Titus Andronicus at any point?
I was never in Titus Andronicus. I did play a show with Patrick Stickles once in high school in a band called Rogan. It was terrible. Whoa. Terrible band.
Hi, we're Real Estate. I'm Martin.
This is Alex, and you're watching Je ne sais si.